Did y'all really think we was gonna get Jadavion? Did y'all really think we was gonna get Everson? I knew we weren't gonna get them because we don't be having fun like that. Like, we had our fun when we signed Darius Slay. That was the last fun we had. I knew we wasn't gonna make no other big splash. I just knew it, okay? I was high off Big Play Slay for so long. I don't even know if I would have been able to take another hit. What's up? Hey! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video with me. Today, obviously, we're going to be talking about Vinny Curry coming back to the Philadelphia Eagles. So Vinny Curry was re-signed by the Eagles for a 1-year deal, 1 year, $2 million, about $1.5 million guaranteed. So Vinny Chef Curry is back in town on the defensive line. So obviously, my first reaction to this was, so no Jadavion Clowney, so no Everson Griffin, okay? That's automatic. We already know we're not getting any other pass rushers out of free agency. The only big, really name on the free agency board, no matter what position, is Jadavion. That's over with for us. We done re-signed Vinny Curry. Now, let's talk a little bit about Vinny. So, Vinny, really, obviously he was on our Super Bowl team, very effective for us in the Super Bowl 52, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Philly Special. But Vinny, left to go to Tampa Bay. He wasn't really effective in Tampa Bay. But when he came back to us last season, his numbers improved in 2019 versus his numbers in 2018. He improved in total sacks, combined tackles, solo tackles. Let me see what his exact numbers were. So yeah, he had 27 combined total tackles last year, 7 assisted, 5 sacks versus 2 sacks he had in 2018. So he really had his best. He really improved pretty much in every category since 2018. Last year, where he was a rotational defensive end for us, rotating with Derek Barnett and Brandon Graham. So really his sack numbers, if you look at his sack numbers, he had his most sacks since 2014 last year. Last season, he had his most sacks since 2014. His other numbers are alright, but he was a rotational. He was a rotational end versus, really being that number every down kind of guy. One thing I forgot to mention, Pro Football Focus named Vinny Curry the Eagles' most improved player last season. So, and Vinny is still young. He still has some room for improvement. He's 32 years old. He's not completely done yet. He's not completely washed up all the way on the shore of Philadelphia. But yeah, he was the most improved player. He was tied 5th with TJ Watt in in pressure rate. So, tied 5th with TJ Watt, a young stud boy. Vinny was doing that work. And mind you, he was a rotational. He wasn't an every down guy like TJ Watt. So when he came in ready to work. Okay? So yeah, that's really all the stats and facts about Vinny. He knows our playbook. He knows what's up. He knows he's coming in to rotate again. And he knows really hanging on with that 1-year deal. Now, it does bring some questions for us. Not really. So, yeah, Josh Sweat was really going to have that number 3 spot if we didn't re-sign Vinny Curry. Josh Sweat is still young. He can still be in that number 4 spot and be all right. I don't think Vinny Curry is putting any pressure or putting any questions in Josh's head. And we did get Casey Toohill out of the draft, and guys were saying, oh, we should be developing those guys. They can develop behind Vinny and Derek and Brandon, and they can still rotate in and get play time. I don't think that completely means we're giving up on those guys. We just want to have a veteran like Vinny, so if something happens to Brandon or if something happens to Derek, we have a good rotation still steady. That's just more depth that we're adding. You can't be mad at depth. You want depth, especially if you're getting depth for a good price tag. Okay. So yeah, I don't see any problem. I don't think that it's pushing up on Josh, it's pushing up on any other draft picks. I think those guys are going to be fine. And if they come out and ball and take Vinny's spot, then take his spot then. If it's your spot, nobody can take your spot. Because if you that number 1, nobody can take your spot. So if you're nervous, Josh, Casey, you need to step your game up. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. But I think those guys are going to be fine. So let me negate some of these, I wouldn't say haters, but I saw somebody was saying, a couple of Eagles fans were saying, oh, Howie Roseman likes to kind of put a band-aid on these, basically make a short-term solution for what could be a long-term problem. And they brought up like Darren Sproles, how like we kept re-signing Darren Sproles even though he was an old bag of bones, when we could have got a young fresh guy, and then we're doing this now with Vinny. I don't think that's the case at all. Darren was very effective for us when he was with us. Now he's on the sideline in an executive role, but I don't see this of us re-signing Vinny as anything of us like putting a band-aid on a issue that needs to be resolved for the long term. We have very good guys, like we said, with Josh Sweat. We got the guy in the draft. Those are long-term solutions. We're gonna, nurture those guys and help them grow. Adding Vinny is not putting any pressure on young talent at all, because Vinny is going to be rotating, and our defensive line can really be versatile because Malik Jackson, even though he's a tackle, he can rotate and play on the edge as well. He played on the edge for the Broncos when the Broncos won Super Bowl 50. He was a guy that was rotating on the defensive line. So we can see him rotating. We can see Josh and them playing different roles on the defensive line, and those, they can grow and get more experience. I don't see Vinny as being a short-term solution for a long-term problem. I don't even think he was a solution. I really think that Vinny was just an insurance policy really for the defensive line. So we have so much depth on the defensive line now, and I just think depth is something that you should be happy about. I haven't seen really that many negative comments. I've seen a lot of people like, duh, we did this. I did see some people upset because we're not getting Jadeveon or we're not getting Everson. Y'all know I was big on one of those guys, but I'm fine. Adding Vinny Curry, adding Jadeveon, or adding Everson Griffin was never gonna make or break our team. It was just that finishing touch on an already magnificent defensive line. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know I was high on Jadeveon. Y'all know I was high on Everson. But I'm good with Vinny Curry, okay? Did y'all really think we was gonna get Jadeveon? Did y'all really think we was gonna get Everson? I knew we weren't gonna get them because we don't be having fun like that. Like, we had our fun when we signed Darius Slay. That was the last fun we had. I knew we wasn't gonna make no other big splash. I just knew it, okay? I was high off Big Play Slay for so long. I don't even know if I would have been able to take another hit with Jadeveon. But let me know what you guys think. Are you rocking with it? Are you not rocking with it? Let me know what you want to see in my next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.